In a move sent to boost trade and economic cooperation, ATCL Airlines.
Tanzania's diaspora, you are the epicenter of our new foreign policy, both as beneficiaries and agents of implementation.
Did you know traveling between East and West Africa once meant long layovers in Europe or the Middle East? That's over. Air Tanzania now flies directly from Dar es Salaam to Accra, cutting hours and boosting trade, tourism, and culture. Let's explore why this new route makes a significant difference. Chapter 1. The Big Announcement.
Don't show. People like say they don't show. My people, making a welcome us to Nigeria. We don't come. Air Tanzania don't start to do flights from Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, into Lagos, Nigeria for show.
According to Travel and Tour World, Air Tanzania has officially launched a brand new direct service. Connecting Dar es Salaam in Tanzania with Accra in Ghana, this is not just another route on a map, it's a powerful connection between East Africa and West Africa, two of the continent's most important economic and cultural regions. The airline has scheduled flights 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, giving travelers more flexibility than ever before. For years, many African travelers have called for more intra-African connectivity, and this move finally answers that demand. What makes it so significant is that it stands out as one of the very few direct east-west air corridors inside Africa. For business people, it's a golden opportunity to save time. For tourists, it's a chance to explore without unnecessary delays. For the aviation industry, it's proof that African carriers are ready to step up and create meaningful connections within the continent. In many ways, this single announcement is a symbol of progress. Africa is finally flying closer together, not apart. Chapter 2. Why this matters. For years, East-West Africa travel was not just inconvenient, it was frustrating. According to Simple Flying, passengers traveling between Tanzania and Ghana often had no choice but to connect through Addis Ababa, Nairobi, or even international hubs like Dubai and Istanbul. What should have been a straightforward trip across Africa turned into a journey of 10 hours or more, sometimes stretching to an entire day when layovers were long. Now, with this direct connection, flight time drops to around 6 hours. That's a huge difference, shaving off at least 4 to 6 hours for most travelers. Think of the cost savings, the reduced fatigue, and the new convenience. It means a business executive can leave Dar es Salaam in the morning and make it to a late lunch meeting in Accra. It means a tourist doesn't have to pay for extra hotel nights just because their flight stopped in another country. But it's not just about hours and minutes saved. This change reflects a bigger shift in Africa's aviation strategy, keeping African passengers inside Africa. Instead of relying on foreign carriers and foreign hubs, the continent is finally starting to build its own bridges. That's why this single route matters far more than the average traveler might think. Chapter 3. Tourism Benefits. Tourism is about to feel the biggest impact. According to Travel and Tour World, this direct route opens access to some of Africa's greatest treasures. For Ghanaian travelers, Tanzania is a dream destination. They now have a simple path to see the Serengeti National Park, go on a safari adventure, climb Mount Kilimanjaro, or relax on the white sandy beaches of Zanzibar. All these attractions, once requiring long stopovers, are now just one flight away. On the other hand, Tanzanian travelers can finally discover Ghana's cultural gems without the hassle. Think of walking through the halls of Cape Coast Castle, experiencing the history of the slave forts, or visiting the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Add in the bustling markets, the legendary nightlife of Accra, and Ghana's world-famous music festivals, and you have a whole new wave of East African tourists heading west. And it's not just about point-to-point travel. This new route is expected to give birth to multi-country African tourism packages. International travelers arriving in either Ghana or Tanzania will now find it far easier to combine both countries in one itinerary. Instead of choosing between East and West Africa, tourists can experience both regions in a single trip, something travel agencies are already preparing for. The market. Chapter 4. Trade and business links. Tourism might grab the headlines, but business is where this route could truly shine, according to Aviation Source News. Ghana is not just another West African destination, it's the headquarters of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, making Accra a vital business hub for the entire continent. Meanwhile, Tanzania has established itself as one of East Africa's fastest-growing economies. With its expanding port facilities in Dar es Salaam and its growing manufacturing base, it is increasingly important for trade. By connecting these two markets directly, Air Tanzania is doing much more than transporting people. It's building an air bridge for goods, services, and investment. Think about the opportunities this creates. Tanzanian exporters can now tap directly into Ghana's economy without worrying about shipping through multiple transit points. Ghanaian entrepreneurs looking east can enter Tanzania's growing economy without losing days in transit. And beyond just these two countries, this flight strengthens ties between two entire regions, East and West Africa, laying the foundation for deeper continental integration. Chapter 5. The Airline Strategy. So, why is Air Tanzania making this move now? According to Simple Flying, the airline has been aggressively expanding its network across the continent. Flights to Lagos, Nigeria, were launched first, and now Accra follows as part of a calculated strategy: dominate East Africa while making inroads into the lucrative West African market. Air Tanzania isn't relying on luck. They have a modern fleet built for versatility, with Airbus A220s for medium-range flights and Boeing 787 Dreamliners for long-haul and high-capacity travel. The airline can serve a variety of markets efficiently. This isn't just about moving passengers, it's about positioning air Tanzania as a serious Pan-African carrier, capable of competing with heavyweights like Ethiopian Airlines, Kenya Airways, and Rwandair. The strategy also signals branding ambitions. By targeting key business and tourist hubs like Lagos and Accra, Air Tanzania is demonstrating that it's more than a regional airline. It wants to be recognized as a continent-spanning connector. And if the airline maintains this growth trajectory, it could become one of Africa's leading carriers within the next decade, shaping how Africans fly between regions. Chapter 6. Challenges ahead. Of course, launching a route is one thing, but keeping it profitable is a whole different challenge. According to CAPA, Center for Aviation, many African airlines struggle with seat occupancy, averaging around 68%. That means almost a third of seats often fly empty, putting pressure on revenue and profitability. For the Dar es Salaam Accra route to succeed, Air Tanzania must attract consistent demand from both business and leisure travelers. Fuel prices are unpredictable. Competition from other airlines can push ticket prices up or down, and passengers expect punctual flights. Any significant delays or cancellations could hurt the airline's reputation on this high-profile route. The good news is that both Ghana and Tanzania are strong emerging economies, which means demand is likely to grow steadily over time. Still, the airline will need to be strategic. Smart ticket pricing, partnerships with travel agencies, and marketing campaigns targeting both regions will be critical. Full Planes are the goal, and every empty seat is a missed opportunity to solidify the airline's foothold in this. New Corridor. Chapter 7. What's next for Africa's aviation network?
Welcome to Aviation Week Africa. Recently, our team had the privilege of visiting NAC 2000, a leading aviation services provider at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport in Zambia. We were honored to sit down with Mr. Jonathan.
This direct flight isn't just the end of a story, it's the beginning of a much bigger one. According to the African Airlines Association, Africa still needs at least 300 new intra-African routes to meet growing demand under the African Continental Free Trade Area. If Air Tanzania succeeds with this Dar es Salaam Accra route, it's likely we'll see further expansion. Potential future cities could include Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire, Dakar in Senegal, or even Banjul in the Gambia. Each of these routes would add another link to a chain of connectivity that Africa has long been missing, and the significance goes beyond Air Tanzania. Every time an African airline proves a new route can work, it encourages other carriers to follow suit. Together, these moves reduce dependence on foreign hubs, keep African money inside Africa, and make it easier for Africans to connect with each other. This is exactly the kind of change afcfta was designed to promote. In the bigger picture, the Dar es Salaam Accra route may be remembered as one of the stepping stones toward a truly integrated African aviation market. The skies between Tanzania and Ghana are finally open, bringing two of Africa's great regions closer than ever before. Whether it's for trade, tourism, or cultural collaboration, this new route is more than just a flight. It's a bridge across Africa. What do you think? Will this change how Africans travel across the continent? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to more stories shaping the world.